Hey, everybody, how you guys doing today? It is I, the sublimely magnificent Big Ugly himself, Omari Ellis, Feo Grande, and yes, that pair of teeth next to me, or set of teeth rather, is none other than my buddy, Jazz,
Yes.
from Same Difference.
Right. Yes. I wasn't sure if you were saying that or if I was saying that or so. It's awkward.
What? Alright, so, we're here to talk about a movie, Bardock, the Father of Goku, or Special.
Yep. So this is something I was thinking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
We we saw and we reviewed right before this one, History of Trunks, and you were saying that you remember these two as being, more so in the canon, so to speak,
Yeah,
of than the other movies. And you were like, well, maybe they're more so canon because they're special, right?
yeah.
I thought about it, and I was like, no, these two are more so in the canon simply because they are alternate like worlds. Trunks is an alternate like fucking world that has nothing to do with the actual world of DBZ, and then Bardock is the past on another planet.
No, my thing was them
So
actually focusing on being a bit more canonical as
is that
opposed to canonical? I mean, canonistic? What is the right word? I don't know.
no? I'm
Canonical.
just asking. I mean, I know what you mean, but but okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I think they were able to focus more on those actually trying to be accurate because they are like, hey, here's Trunks' backstory, or here's something you really didn't ask for. Here's Bardock, Father of Goku, at the end of at the end of Planet Vegeta. But I'm just saying, I see what you're saying. It is stuff that didn't necessarily have to worry about conflicting
Right,
with
it didn't
things.
affect anything in real time, right?
Yeah, but it
Because
was
it
still good.
happened in an alternate world and it happened in the past, so it
Hmm.
didn't affect anything in real time. I mean, now the only thing that was super like straight on canon with the series definitely was they showed clips from episodes in both.
And the fact that Planet Vegeta gets destroyed by Frieza,
Right.
and Vegeta's told it was an asteroid.
They should have. Now, see, it would have been great though, like on the non-canonness of it, if they would have made fucking like Frieza final form,
Oh man, that would have been hilarious.
or just randomly be in his third form,
Yeah,
one with the like super long like
the
alien
xenomorph,
movie.
the xenomorph Frieza.
Like, yeah, long, big old
Hmm.
long shit.
Been pretty funny.
All right, I'm assuming that you have a list of events to run down for this
Sure.
one.
Yeah, I mean,
If not, we can talk.
we can go over the movie. We can, uh, pretty much, you know. I did think it was funny that the movie opened up with Kakarot crying and everybody bitching about it.
Nobody was bitching about it. It was two people there. You talking about everybody
Like,
bitching?
well, what? Well, everybody in the room. You got the guy that's like, oh my god, would that kid shut up? And the other guy, he wasn't necessarily bitching about it, but he was commenting on it. Listen to the lungs on that baby, yeah! He's crying! He's gonna be a great warrior, I tell you!
He
Like,
wasn't bitching. He was just like,
I
he's
said,
like,
well, that's why I was like, the other guy commented on it, not really. The first guy was like, oh my god, shut up the baby. Baby ever
like,
shut
I
up?
don't understand. He's gonna, yeah. He should have did like this. He should have did like this, right? Like say, this was me in the movie and shit. You don't understand. He's going to be a great warrior someday.
Ah.
You see? It's like, you see what I mean? Yeah. All right.
Uh,
I mean,
that's
uh,
always fun to do. Just
how many times were they going to show us random Goku dick in this movie? I mean, yeah, baby. Like, thanks for that movie. I forgot about that because I told you I own this mug and I just watched it, and I was like, yeah, I forgot about that. Not only did they show it at the beginning, but they showed it another time in there. And it's like, yeah, thanks for doing that. Appreciate the random, child kid penis.
I ignored it after the first time. You know, It's what it is. It's like, yeah, they show it a lot, but
They only
eh,
showed it like 2 times, but it was just funny.
yeah.
I know you probably loved seeing Kid Vegeta.
Oh, I thought that was hilarious. That he seems to be wearing the same outfit that he wore his whole freaking life.
Well, it's supposed to be
No.
one size fits all, right?
Well, I don't know with the. I'm not even talking about like the upper thing. I'm talking about like the blue with
Oh,
the white gloves and everything when he's beating up the Cybermen.
yeah, beat up the Cybermen, which was canon. It made
Yeah.
sense that.
Vegeta is stronger than Vegeta as a kid is stronger than Raditz was as an adult.
Yep. What's his name? Whatever that bullshit on Nappa's head though. Like, yo, I see what y'all did there,
Nappa's
but
younger, so he has hair, but only a little bit though. Just like,
like, I see what y'all doing. You know, like, hey, here's Nappa. He's got hair and he's not as buff, but no. The one thing, like besides the story, some of the DBZ movies suffer from this too, and you can tell me if you agree or not. But this movie, really, oh my god, you can tell me if you agree. But I forgot how bad the voice acting in this movie was.
oh yeah, voice act that there was quite a bit of not good voice acting.
Like, oh my gosh, I forgot how bad the voice acting in this movie was. When they first started talking, I was like, don't take don't take yourself out the movie because of that, Jazz. Watch for the story. No, God. Um, honestly, this is or was and still kind of is up there with one of my favorite DVD movies. I got a little bit of nostalgia blindness for this one, I guess. Watching it again,
It
it's not
happens.
as good
Yeah.
as remembered, which all the DBZ movies might suffer now that we're older and watching them again. Apparently, if History of Trunks and this one have anything to say for it,
There's a couple that are just as good as adults as they were when they came out.
which are
The movies that came out when we were adults. All right.
what?
The two most recent movies.
Oh,
Like they're just as good as an adult as they were when they came out, because they came out when we were adults.
I
Battle of
bought
the
that.
Gods and Resurrection F.
Yeah, I bought Battle of the Gods. Haven't watched it yet because I'm actually waiting till we get there. But I bought it just because I want to have another DC movie. I love DC.
Mm.
But yeah, what's his name? I thought the story for this makes sense. I like the idea. They destroy the
Yeah,
planet. They like
yeah. There's no
grade
need to
eight.
go into too much detail with it. It's like the Saiyans working for Vegeta. For those of you that or working for Frieza, they from planet Vegeta, working under King Vegeta and his son Prince Vegeta. They really
Right.
like the term Vegeta because they're vegetable people. Anyway, I mean they are. The Saiyajin is, I think, literally vegetable person.
Really?
That's why they're all named after vegetables.
Wow. I never knew that that's what they. I mean, I knew the whole Kakarot, carrot, Vegeta, vegetable.
Raditz, radish.
Yeah, I knew all that.
They're vegetable people. They're
Wow.
not actual made of vegetables, but they're vegetable people.
Everything in DBZ is a pun. Dr. Brief, Trunks, Boma apparently means like female underwear or something. And
Bloomers
then
or
of
whatever.
course
Yeah.
there's King Cold, Frieza, Cooler.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But no, you about to give a little synopsis. So,
But-
like you were saying,
But yeah, like I said, doesn't need to go into as much details like some of the other ones. But this planet called Kanasa, you cut to it. It's like, oh no, it's the time we thought was gonna happen. It's monkey time. Giant apes going around, blowing stuff up, killing everybody around. They're trying to attack them, making scars on their faces. Like, haha, we hit. Oh no, I'm dead. Cut to the next day. Everybody's just sitting there like, man, that was fun. Oh, did you know that when you're an ape, you don't really remember everything that happened in the fight? Bardock claims he does. Well, who gives a damn? Bardock claims a lot of things. Look at this. Hey, Bardock, what day was your son born? Oh, a few years
I
ago.
don't remember, and it was yesterday.
I don't know, a few years ago. It was yesterday.
I was like, wow.
Wow, Bardock gives
Father of the year,
no
right?
fuck about his own sons.
See,
Just
one
like,
thing, but it was yesterday. Come on
yeah.
now.
But then he goes, and what's the point? They're gonna send him off to some planet to destroy it as a baby anyway. There's no time for father-son bonding, so I don't care.
Right.
I'm like, still, that's kind of a dick move. Then also, some survivors like, I'm still alive, bitches. What? I'm gonna attack you. Hey, you, Bardock. Bam! Right in the back of the neck. Oh God, that shot me. It's like,
Now you get to see the demise.
yeah,
You
and
saw
then
the demise
yeah,
of
he's,
society.
yeah, he stands up, start glowing, and he's like, haha, we had the power to see the future. Now so do you, because fuck you. You get to know how you're gonna die just like we did. It's like, wow, dick move. But I mean, I understand him. Still a dick move.
Right.
Gotcha.
Because you didn't say because these people they have the power to, like you said, see the future, but they can also, like, they talk with their minds and they talk through telepathy and
They
all that
have some
stuff.
telepathy involved with them as well, yeah.
Too
And
bad
he
they didn't
pretty
have
much gives
telepathy.
this power to Bardock because he's like, you're gonna suffer like we did. You're gonna know when your whole planet's gonna die, so fuck you.
Some like lizard frog looking people.
Yeah, so he stood up and he really had one of those "Durr" faces. And it was like, these people look weird. Whatever.
I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z, so you can't really necessarily question
They're
what all these
aliens.
people look like
Yeah.
because they all look weird.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
aliens. Aliens are allowed to look weird. Makes
You
sense.
got, Zarbon and Dodoria making a cameo.
Hmm. Yeah, pretty much. You have like, yeah, Zarbon and Dodoria talking with Frieza like, oh man, them Saiyans are getting a bit they're getting stronger by the day. That group led by Bardock, those guys the people watching just saw. They're supposed to be the low class, but they're doing jobs even our elites couldn't do. And Vegeta comes in, I want a better assignment. And Frieza's like, whatever, go fight some real tough planet, but get out of my face and don't barge in all the time. And they're like, oh, okay, this is they're like, yeah, I don't get why the Saiyans are getting so strong. Me neither. Cut to like Bardock, he's healing from the battle. Apparently he was almost near death at the end of that battle because he comes like he was half dead is the term the people were using. Like he comes back from every battle half dead. And that's possibly, and if anybody that doesn't know, pretty much that is what makes Saiyans the broken race that they are. Every time they recover from near death, power boost. It's actually kind of stupid. So yes, if you send a bunch of low class into battles that are outside of a league and they somehow survive, slowly but surely that stops being outside of their league, and you should probably not call them low class anymore when this is literally how your species works.
You don't understand. That's how TVRG stories go. The people have to not believe the person that knows everything and thinks that he's weak when he's actually the strongest. Otherwise, we don't have a story.
But yeah, so Bardock's inside this cool healing chamber, and his friends are like, "Hey, we got another mission. He's in the cooling. He's healed, but his mind has different brain waves. Whatever. We'll go off without him." Meanwhile, he hears Kakarot crying, and he starts having a vision of the future, and for whatever reason, it's not his own future, it's just Kakarot's future. And he's like, wait, my son, he sees it too. Like, no, you can just hear him from across the hallway. That's how loud he's crying, Bardock. I'm pretty sure he doesn't see it. This is just what he does. If he's not sleeping, he's crying.
Right, he's a baby.
Right? It's like, no, you just hear him from that far away. He doesn't see the same vision. And they go into quite a bit of detail for a future that's not even Bardock's own life. Like, just showing like all of these clips and just like of him growing up just in the first flashback. Just like, this is going on for a while. This isn't even your particular future. You're never gonna see this.
Oh. I mean, but it was to let him know,
Yeah.
Like what happens to your son and all this stuff. It made sense.
No, I was like, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, observation. But
Like
he wakes up. Yeah, he eventually wakes up. Runs like, oh, where is everybody? Those bastards, they went off without me. Oh, hey, there's the baby. Oh, that's actually my baby. He's real now. Huh. Kakarot. Huh. I'm like, how did you not even... Man, you really didn't even know your own damn son's name. Fair enough. You really don't give a fuck about when your son gets born. And then he looks at him, scans it with the power level like... Average power level? I thought you were special. Really, Bardock?
right.
You're gonna judge him on his power level when you yourself break the stereotype about power levels?
You got to think about it too. Until Bardock started believing those visions, Bardock was just pretty much thinking that he was low class and serving Frieza.
No, he thought he was low. Well, here's the thing. He might have thought he is a low class warrior. At the same time, he also thought he was better than some of Frieza's elites, even as low class Saiyans, because they were beating all these fights that even Frieza's elite soldiers wouldn't even try touching, like Planet Kanasa.
But I mean, what I mean is, I think at this point, Bardock was kind of thinking like, it is what it is. I'm, living day to day. If I got to be, cannon fodder, he's pretty much brainwashed.
But it's more like books by covers, pretty much. He's judging his like the whole judging a book by its cover type thing. When he's literally proof that you shouldn't do it. It's just weird. Like, really, you're just gonna be just as judgy as everyone is about you?
Right. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Like, come on now.
He hadn't realized it yet, but yeah.
But
that's pretty much what it was.
Meanwhile, cut to the planet. Dodoria's killed all his teammates. Like, hey, Frieza wants you dead because fuck you guys. You're too strong. You started to be too good. What? But we're serving Frieza like we're supposed to. Served them too damn well. What?
It's like Lord Slug. Lord Slug was like, how long will it take? How long would you like? Well, how long will it take? It's going to take about 15 days. Die. How long will it take? I say 3 days I live? Yes.
Oh, man.
It's like, you shouldn't have served him so good, but if we didn't serve him so good, you'd have killed us. Yes. So didn't serve. Like, how do we win? You don't.
No, you don't. But, so Dodoria, she kills all the teammates. Bardock shows up, finds Tora still barely alive. He tells him what happened. And surprise, Dodoria didn't actually leave. Or at least some of the henchmen didn't actually leave. Bardock starts fighting them, and then all of a sudden, KO Kid! What the
yeah, he was like, what the hell does that mean? Right.
KO what? But he still shakes off. It's a random flash of the future.
Right,
but
he was like, what is this? Right.
It's like, that is the most random thing ever. And then, but he eventually tries to, it's a pretty fun fight overall, watching him, try and beat them, makes one of them, pretty much reach through another guy. It's like, damn, Bardock, okay, you got some fighting skills. Oh, hey, look, it's Dodoria. He didn't leave. And he just kind of, mouth beams him, blows him.
But he choked the one dude out.
Oh, yeah.
Dodoria, and then left him there so he would think it was Bardock in the distance, and then Dodoria did that shit.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah. But it was just a bunch of stuff where it was like, okay, so Dodoria does this, gets called back for Frieza. Luckily, he doesn't confirm the kill, because he's just like, Saiyans ain't shit. I would literally send to destroy Saiyans because they're getting too powerful, but Saiyans ain't shit. So...
pay attention, right?
Yeah, meanwhile, while this is going on, Kakarot gets sent away, and they're like, what planet is he getting sent to? Earth.
Yeah, I remembered that when I watched it back in the day. Earth.
Earth? That's a stupid name for a planet.
You gotta admit, that's funny.
Oh, I liked it. That's why I'm like, Earth. So... he starts flying back to planet Vegeta, and he flies by Frieza's ship where, Frieza's like, I'm just gonna kill all of them. Fuck it. Fuck the Saiyans. I was just gonna kill Bardock and his peeps, but Bardock looks like he lived anyway, so fuck it. Kill all the Saiyans. Why go after the bee when you can just destroy the hive?
Pretty much.
So, Bardock goes ahead of him, reads Frieza's mind in passing, and realizes that is indeed what Frieza is planning.
He's going to kill everyone, right?
Yeah. Also passes up Kakarot's ship just as a
which was kind of cool when they froze on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he goes there and tries to warn everybody about what's going on, because he's bleeding from his back and he gets his ass kicked. He goes to like a cafeteria and they're all like, Bardock got his ass kicked. About time. You thought you were strong.
I was like, yo.
And he's like,
if you don't believe him, that's one thing. Don't laugh him out if
he's like,
pain.
Yeah, he's like, Frieza coming to kill us. Oh, you lose one battle and it's the end of the world. Like, oh my god, you people are so fucking stupid.
But my thing was, even if you don't believe about Frieza, this man is severely injured. Do not laugh at him this hard. Help him out. Just be like, ha ha ha, you're gonna die.
To be fair, he could have been one of those dudes he could be like that guy that's always feeling himself because he beat somebody that's been like playing the game for like 2 days. And he's like, ha ha, I'm the best. And then he gets bodied like 5-0. And then he's like, and everyone's like, okay, what's that shit you talking about now, huh? Man, this game is shitty. Oh, sure, this game is shitty. This game will be dead in 2 months. Oh, yeah, sure it will. Sure it will, you dumbass. That's pretty much what it was the equivalent of. Okay. Why I just went into random FGC references out of nowhere, I have no idea. But it's okay.
But I mean, I see what you're getting at. If that's how Bardock was, we don't know what was happening before the story started. But
that could have been how they seen him, because they were all the Saiyan elite. And he's just some dude. He's a scrub that just kept going and doing well at doing better at tournaments than he should have been doing. But he's still a scrub, so they like it more when he loses. Because it puts him in his place. Nonetheless, he was right. And he's like, fuck this. I gotta take it on to myself. Probably should have at least tried talking to King Vegeta. Maybe, or somebody in a thing of power that might listen to you, not just the random douchebags.
That's a good point. That is a good point. But the few things that I can think of with that off the top of my head that would be an issue. First off, how open is King Vegeta's door that anybody can just talk to?
When you're in a situation like this, Frieza's on your way to destroy your planet, how open do you care? Or how much do you care how open of a door it is?
Very true. Very true. And then also, I understand why Bardock went to, his fellow, Saiyans on his level, because he's like, I want to warn, my people first.
No, I understand why he went to them. My thing is, he could have at least tried somebody else.
No,
even if it's not King Vegeta, try somebody to get somebody to help you. I get your point, though. There's plenty of reasons. Also, like time and etc. It's just like.
And then Bardock was not in the right frame of mind. He's like, I'm gonna tell somebody. They didn't listen to me. Fuck them. I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could have at least tried talking to one other person. Just like you there, come with me. What? Who are you? Don't worry about it. You'll see when you get there. You gotta see this shit to believe it anyway. You're not gonna believe me if I tell you.
And then and that person is like, no. And then somebody else who was standing right there was like, I'll come. Oh, he's already gone.
Yeah. But he could have at least tried, But nonetheless, we know why he didn't, like time and all the other excuses. Pretty much he's like
bleeding internally and externally at this time.
Yeah, too bad they didn't have Senzu beans on Planet Vegeta, am I right? He would have been buffed going in there. Wouldn't have mattered. But he would have been buffed going in there. So he goes and has this awesome scene where he goes out into space towards Frieza's spaceship, which is now in orbit over his planet. And it's just a flood of soldiers coming out, and he's like, bring it on, you cowards!
They were
Frieza!
like falling out the ship. It looked like dots coming out the
Yeah,
ship.
they
That
just
many of them
pour out of the ship. It's awesome.
coming.
And he just left and right, just kicking ass like all over the place. Where he's just like, I'm gonna go outside. What? Should you do that? I'm doing it. Just comes
You
up.
dare question me? Never mind.
Yeah, it just comes up like, Frieza!
Sitting in his chair off, chilling and shit.
And it's one of my favorite scenes, like, from this thing, and I'm happy that it happened just the way I remembered it. Frieza's just sitting there, and Bardock starts giving this speech, because someone's like, Long live Frieza! You've lived long enough. Too long if you ask me. Blah, 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 the Saiyan race is gonna stand up. And Frieza, while he's listening, is just like, holds up a finger.
Making a death ball.
Just a little tiny ball, just... Whole speech, just... You gotta remember, epic monologue of awesome!
This was the thing that got me real quick. When Bardock said that, he's like, this is for, everybody and this and that. He names 2 of his fellow Saiyans that were on the planet. I don't know if you call that 2 of them. There were 3 that died. You asshole.
Maybe he wasn't that close to that one.
This was Fasha and I forgot Toto something or something.
Tora. He didn't name Sugeshi or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, what about that guy? But no, go ahead.
But yeah, it's just like, this is for them. This is my attack. This is the fury of the Saiyan race. Throws it. Frieza's still just sitting there. Then just randomly. Fucking ball just grows. Just fucking sun on the tip of his finger, like whoop. Eats up his shot.
Oh my god!
It's like, well, you fucked up. It's like, and this is when you know you fucked up. Comes.
It was at that moment he knew he fucked up.
Well, that Bardock got himself into some trouble now.
Right. What was that Dukes of Hazzard? Yes.
Everybody starts dying. He starts seeing more shots of the future. Goku growing up. And he's like, my son, I get it. It's gonna be you. You're gonna be the one to beat Frieza. Dies.
And then all the other Saiyans died, which is funny because they were going to die anyway. Bardock got them killed quicker.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's just, he's like, nah, I'm doing this now. But he could have at least made them, like... That's what I'm saying. I think somebody on that planet would have been like, hey, maybe we should go see what's going on outside.
Yeah.
But it's what it is. But Frieza destroys them all. Then they cut to Vegeta surrounded by a pile of dead bodies from wherever his assignment was. Like, and I mean, like, surrounded. Just a field of dead. And they're like, your planet was destroyed by an...
a 2-foot diameter circle around him and just bodies after it.
Yeah. And it's like, planet Vegeta's been destroyed by an asteroid.
Right, like lying motherfucker.
It's like, would you have a reply? No. Alright. And it's like, and just cuts to later. You see Grandpa Gohan pick up Kakarot and be like, oh, look, it's a baby. I'm gonna name you Goku. You like that, don't you? You're such a happy little baby, and happy and teary, and nothing. Now, that's probably the closest thing to non-canonical that I can think of. Because Goku as a baby was a fucking dick. And
that's
evil as
he
fuck.
tried to
he tried to.
That was his mindset at the point.
Yeah, he literally tried to destroy stuff, and then he tripped and hit his head, and then everything went okay. And then he saw a full moon and killed Grandpa Gohan.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't watch Dragon Ball.
He saw a full moon, turned into a giant monkey, stepped on him. By the time he woke up, Grandpa Gohan was dead. He didn't know that he was the one that did it. Years later, he turns into a full moon, again. But yeah, that Saiyan seeing a full moon thing has been around since he was a kid. Or at least him seeing a full moon.
I know that. They turned grade 8. I know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just saying, it wasn't something they just pulled out of their ass when Z came around.
I know
something
that.
he did.
I knew that. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I understand. Okay, Grandpa Gohan, and this has nothing to do with the movie for real. But I mean, it does, but it does at the same time. 'Cause I guess it's more the series. But I understand Grandpa Gohan finds a baby, doesn't want to leave it. Okay, it's all good. It's a little weird that an old man pick up a fucking random baby that's butt naked and be like, woo, just like, and this is what the series is based off of. Is that an old man found a random naked baby and was like, "Hey, haha, I'm your father now." Like,
To be fair, he's like, I'm gonna find out where you belong.
right, find your parents, right?
Yeah.
But still,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the daddy. Like,
Yeah.
anyway,
It was
random
weird.
stuff that goes on in my head.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I've always liked about the Bardock movie, and I guess this might be a little bit nostalgic goggles or whatever, but well, it isn't. But I always just loved the speech that Bardock gives before he throws the shit at Frieza. But I always love when he goes, "Here, have it." I love that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, now ultimately that didn't mean a damn thing.
It totally didn't. And that's also why that's like my favorite scene. And it's just like I remember. Frieza makes that scene so much more like, cause here's Bardock get like it's both epic and kind of pathetic at the same time. Just because Frieza's just sitting there, like with the whole "Yep, I've heard this all before."
It was like the big, like final epic, like monologue, like the fucking protagonist saving the day for the day to not get saved. But no, and also you didn't mention, not that it's well, actually, I guess it is a big deal, but you forgot to mention Bardock picking up the rag from his fallen,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Padre, and getting soaked with blood and put on his head, which was a
Hmm.
nice little touch. That was cool.
I did like that when he was like trying to swear vengeance once his friend died,
Mm.
and
And in the
holding
in
a
the
rag because
video
he wiped
game,
the blood off the dude's face, and then the rag just turned red. I'm like, where's all this extra blood coming from?
well, I mean, if you think about it, part of it came from his friend, part of it came from him. Shit.
Eventually, at the time, he hadn't fought anybody yet. He just landed.
Well, then I guess that's just got to be left up to.
It was just really good for it was really good for the symbolism. Like
Yeah.
here's this red bandana that's pretty much trademark Bardock. Here's why it's red.
Yeah, and of course in the game, the Bardock you play with is the Bardock with the bandana, right?
Hmm.
Which yeah, I love it. And I don't know, I just always love that here, have it shit. And like you said, I love the epicness of it, but it is pretty fucking funny that it does not mean a thing,
It really doesn't.
nothing. That thing gets so obliterated so fast.
Woo. I mean, and it's one of those things. It's like, well, I don't know what I expected. We knew that he fails in the end. It's just all a flashback to when Planet Vegeta got destroyed. But still, that happened. Okay, well.
This wasn't the first time watching this one, was it?
Oh no!
I didn't think so.
I like I said that was I like I mentioned the whole scene. I'm like I've remembered this since. My
Oh yeah,
first
yeah,
time
yeah,
watching
yeah,
it.
yeah. Right, you've been talking about it. I'm tripping. Bill, you just said that a few times. Anyway, I'm listening to you.
But no.
um,
So all in
but-
all, I liked it.
oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
The like I said, to voice acting though, I had to step away from that and be like, Jazz, don't you do that?
It got a bit better near the end.
Yes,
It
yes.
definitely did. Just earlier on in the movie, just woo.
The moon is almost full, Fasha. You know what that does to us Saiyans.
No, I don't actually. One day, elaborate.
um, ultimately rating this. It's good, man, but I don't know how high I can rate it. It's not. I don't know. This ain't fun no more, man. These movies not as good as I remember them.
Hey, it's your idea.
Well, I mean, but it was yours. Bring it back, shit. But it was my idea
Hey,
ultimately.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have a
Uh,
problem watching it. It helps me see some of these movies, and hey, at least we found Lord Slug and liked it.
Lord Slug was good, right? But I mean, yeah, these movies are not as good as I remember them, man. Damn. And I gotta be honest with it.
Mm-hmm. We gave History of Trunks a 7.
Right. We gave History of Trunks a 7. We gave Lord Slug 7.5. We gave Tree of Might a 6.5. It is not better than Lord Slug. It's not. It might be on par with History of Trunks. I don't know. Damn. Uh, Actually, History of Trunks, I think, may be better than this. Although this is more story driven, so you can't hold the fact that it's not as much action in this one
Yeah,
against it because
we could go with on par, because History of Trunks had like. At the same time, the action that this movie did have, I did like. Like, I liked Bardock's fights with the Frieza henchman, and I also liked his fight at the end with the whole thing. Yeah, the monologue and fireball attached to it kind of sucked, but I
right, but
liked.
it wasn't as many fight scenes as History of Trunks because
Yeah.
History of Trunks it was just like fight the androids, fight the androids, fight the androids.
Get your ass whooped! 5 minutes later, get your ass whooped!
Both of these movies were about how the heroes failed.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, going in, there's no happy ending to this.
The only happy ending in History of Trunks is that he was able to get away.
And the series could continue, and he was able to help the series continue.
And then the only I guess happy ending in Bardock is the fact that ultimately Bardock was like, my son's gonna defeat Frieza. Death,
Yeah.
um I don't know, man. I mean, we don't have to rate the thing the same either.
I know.
I'm just trying to think. I'm going to say it's on par in a different way with Tree of Might. Below History of Trunks, not by too much, not below Tree of Might, not necessarily better than it. So on par.
So about
6.5.
6.5.
I feel like I may regret that at some point, but at
Fair
this
enough.
moment, 6.5 feels good.
Alright.
6.
I am going to put it on par with History of Trunks for the reason I said earlier, make it a 7. Hey, our first thing where we don't necessarily agree exactly.
Yeah, because I feel like History of Trunks might be a little bit high, even though you can't fault it for being more story driven and not as much action heavy. I still like History of Trunks because it was more action heavy. But I'm not gonna rate it a full point down and just have a point down because, like I said, for the reason I said.
Yeah, I think where one was more action driven, one was more story driven.
Right.
And all in all, I kind of like the flow of things to Bardock a bit better than History of Trunks. Cause I think I had some problem with some of the things. I don't remember last week too well, but I know I was thinking about it. I didn't get. All right, I'll put it this way. History of Trunks was good, on its own. It wasn't quite as good as I remembered it. And while Bardock also wasn't as good as I remembered it, I had that feeling less than I had with History of Trunks.
I can see why you say that.
But you know what I mean?
I can see exactly what you say that.
I'm like, I feel like where one had its strong suits, the other one had it, or one had its weak suits, the other one had its strong.
It's kind of hard to call it for me. The one thing I'm realizing as we go through these movies is they are, not that far apart in quality. Like we got.
Till we get to a certain pile of shit.
I knew you. I was waiting for it. Oh.
And maybe the one before it as well.
No, but I'm just saying.
Well, definitely one before it as well.
We're being honest. as we rewatch these movies. But when you come to Bio Brawley, you better rewatch that movie with an open mind, goddamn.
Oh, I'll rewatch it.
With an
I'm rewatching both of them with an open mind. They're both pretty
open.
bad. They're both pretty bad. I didn't deny that. I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying at least, bro. And everyone I've asked since you're the only person that I've been able to talk to that doesn't think Bio Brawley's a pile of shit.
I'm not saying that it's the best ever,
or that
but
is,
it's not-
or
it's
even
not-
that it's better. You're the only person that also thinks Bio Brawley's better than Brawley Returns. My
Bro,
grounds
what's
is
the
at least it
difference?
still has at least Brawley Returns while on a similar shitty level. At least Brawley Returns has Brawley in it.
Brawley's second coming, first of all, but
Whatever.
Brawley does second coming.
Brawley sequel follow up here. Brawley sequel title.
But no, I'm not saying Bio Brawley is completely horrendous because it's not, and I'm not saying it's the best movie ever because it's not. I'm saying that it's actually a decent movie, and I would rate them 1, 3, 2, and 3 that far from 1. I might.
Well,
No, I ain't gonna
like I
say
said, we'll eventually get to it.
Because
But for those of you who think that we don't like rate anything low, just wait till we get to those movies. Fuck
I'm not. I'm honestly not gonna. Like I almost said that 3 would be better than 1, but I'm not gonna say that. Shit. I'm not gonna say that. But 1, 3, and
No.
but we will.
I will invent a teleporting machine just to teleport to St. Louis and slap you on the face.
For those of y'all who don't know, probably everybody. I'm in St. Louis right now, and he's in Orlando.
That's why we're doing all these things on Skype, by the way.
Exactly. Otherwise, we'd be doing them together, of
Mhm.
course. But yeah, what's his name? What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well, doesn't matter. I rate Bardock just below History of Truck, but not by much, 6.5.
Yep, and I give it on par a 7.
We'll get to Bio. That's what I was gonna say. I might eat my words by the time we get to Bio, probably,
We'll see.
and you might eat yours. We'll see.
I highly doubt it, but we'll see.
Go in with an open mind.
I said that. I said I would. I've gone in with an open mind on these past two, haven't I? And I like those too.
No, but I'm talking about this movie that you like don't like.
Hey, I went in with an open mind with Lord Slug because I was under the impression that Lord Slug wasn't. Same thing with World's Strongest, where I was under the impression where I didn't think they were good movies going in, but then I saw them and like,
I was
oh,
under the impression that what's his name, Lois Slug. Well, we both said that we thought Lois Slug would be a pile of trash, and come to find out, it's the highest rated movie that we've like rated so far.
yeah.
So 6.5 for me, 7 for you. What's the next one?
We can do Cooler next because that's an actual movie.
Cooler's Revenge, and then the Return of Cooler is after that, right?
I think so. when you name the first movie with something with the sequel title, Cooler's Revenge,
Right.
Return of
I
Cooler.
didn't think about that. Wow.
Yeah.
The first movie is a sequel title just to have a sequel after the first one with like stop it.
Yeah, it's Cooler's
Yeah.
Revenge, then The Return of Cooler,
Right.
then Super Android 13, then
That's
the
what I was
Brawley
saying. When do we get
movies.
that? I want to see Super Android 13, man. That's one I haven't seen and I'm curious about.
So that's 3 movies from now.
Although I think maybe I did watch that. I don't know.
Then
Although
we got then it's Cooler's Revenge, Return of Cooler, then Super Android 13, then the Brawley movies. Oh no, then Brawley, then BoJack, then the other 2 Brawleys.
oh, so Second Coming and Bio Brawley come one after the other.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought that it was like a movie in between all 3.
Well, like I said, it was. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it's according to this list I'm looking at. Legendary Super Saiyan, BoJack, Second Coming, Bio,
And then what's after Bio? Wrath.
Fusion Reborn,
Oh,
Janimba,
One thing is, you can't question anything in the Dragon Ball Z world because how does this big fat yellow safe marshmallow thing turn into all of a sudden some like orange, like purple armor wearing like lizard thing with a sword.
Jadimba!
Janimpa. See the P flips upside down to be a B. Turns into Janimba. What?
Then Wrath of the Dragon, then Battle, then Resurrection.
In the game, you can like play as Janimpa with his big ass, and then turn into Janimba, and it's like what? And I got Fusion Reborn. I remember Fusion Reborn being good. I remember Cooler's Revenge. I don't remember too well if it was good or not, but I think it was good. I remember Return of Cooler being pretty good. BoJack was good, but if I remember correctly, the end battle was just too fast. So yeah.
We'll get all into that. But up next, we got Cooler's Revenge. I think the Cooler movies are the only ones where I don't remember how I rate them off the top of my head. Everything else I have fairly well enough. I'm not sure if I ever watched the Cooler movies all the way through.
And I don't know Super Android 13 all that well. Like I said, I haven't really seen it. Know a little bit of it. I know he's got some like very bad country accent from what I remember. So yeah, like why? Fucking like human with a trucker hat turned into some red android with like.
I am Android 13. Look at my trucker hat. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it. You know where to find us. Links are in the descriptions. Rather than at like 5 minutes to the end of the video with us both saying where you can find us.
Well, just check out me on Same Difference. And if you can't find me on Same Difference, then type in Asleep in the Third Row. You'll find me that way.
There you go. As well as the links to the channels and the SoundClouds that'll be in the description to our video. And you know where to find me right here, as well as on Twitch and where the links below say. Thank you guys very much. Have a good evening. Have a good week. Have a good life. Have a good everything. Adiosness. And cut. I'm not doing this again, okay? I did this last week. I ended it. You stayed like that. I stopped the recording and I was just like, and you didn't do anything. You were like, oh man. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do to make you do this. I mean, I could just close Skype and just do that. Want me to do that? I can do it. My arrow's over the hang up key.
I didn't see it. No. Wait, no.
Ha ha!